So guys, welcome back to another episode of my pack guide series where I show you every nade you have to know so you can be the most useful player on the server. Today we're having a look at Vertigo, so let's get straight into it. So the first smoke I'm going to show you will be very useful for your pistol rounds or any type of A rushes. Just get into this corner like this, have a look at the second line, aim towards the left. Simple jump though, and this is going to be a perfect smoke for the middle of A side, allowing you to keep rushing if you're coming out the ramp and then try to kill the guys on short without having to worry about all of these positions. For your B rush smokes, you need to have someone dropping you a smoke in this corner. Then you have a look at this window, aim above this line, and then aim between those two lines. And this is going to be your left side and your right side smoke for your B rushes. For a B rush like this, you can use another smoke that will be useful in almost every single round. You just come in this area, throw a smoke off the wall like this, and then you just flash like so. And this will cancel any mollies that the CT throw and flash anyone that is trying to peek down here. So now if you're playing a slower round where you want to execute on the side at some point, let me show you the best nades to do this. Just get into this corner right here, crouch, have a look at the corner of the box, stand up again, release the smoke. For your molly, aim between those yellow points here, and then for the flash you just crouch like this and stand up and release your flashes. And this is gonna smoke off right side, molly center box. And with these flashes, your teammates can just run up the side without getting blinded at all. And if you want to do a left side smoke from here, just crouch, have a look at this dot, aim a little bit lower, stand up again, release the smoke. And this is going to be your left side smoke. Next combo is going to be from this corner when one of your teammates is throwing nades from this position. For the right side electric smoke, just aim like this, release the smoke. For pillar molly, just have a look at this lower pin, go a little bit down, simple jump though. For white box and center molly, just have a look at this pin, left and right click, jump though. And afterwards you can just jump on the railing, stand up, and then have a look at this line, release the flashes. And again, these flashes will not really blind your teammates while they're running up the side. Another cool smoke variation instead of the classic left and right side is this one where you smoke off heaven and you have a smoke behind the electric that covers the left side and the right side electric. Just get into this corner again, have one of your teammates drop a smoke for you, and then you just crouch, aim in the middle of this field here, stand up, simple jump though. And for the side smoke, just have a look at this white dot, put your smoke like this, release the smoke, and afterwards you can still use the molly if you want, or just jump back up and do the flashes. One cool molly that you have to know if you're using this left and right side execute is this one where you just come against this railing here, then you aim like this, simple jump throw, and this is going to block off heaven so no one can be standing here looking over at the left side smoke. So the last thing you have to know on the B side are some good entry flashes. All you have to do is just get into this corner. For the first one, aim like this. For the second one, aim like this. And these flashes are designed to blind anyone that is trying to peek down here. And even if he gets caught off guard and then he tries to hide here while you're rushing up the stairs, he will get blinded as well. One thing you have to know is if you really want to blind the CT that is just coming around the corner, you have to use these flashes at around 151. And if you tell your teammates to drop flashes, after you did those, you can just come here, crouch, aim like this. And then again, while they're running up the side, they will not get blinded. So now let's come over to mid and let me start with some useful nades from ladder. So when you're coming up ladder, you can just jump onto the railing like so. And then you just have a look at this part here, align yourself with it, and then aim like so, release the molly. And this molly is gonna burn all of this area. And if you combine that with a molly like this, there's no place where the CT can be playing from. If you're playing a little bit slower and you now have teammates in front of you that are close to the box and they now want to peek heaven or right side mid, you can just get into the door frame, crouch, aim like this, and do left and right click jump though. And this flash is gonna blind anyone playing here, back here, and even any AWPer that is holding an angle like this. Now if you're one of the guys in front, you can molly heaven by just coming against this wall and then aim in the middle of this beam. Doesn't matter where you aim, just release the molly. Perfect molly for heaven. And if you need the smoke for splitting B, just come into this corner, aim towards the right side of this white box, run forward, simple jump though, and the smoke is gonna land like so, covering off right side and left side. And if you want to split towards the A side, just come into this corner right here, imagine a square like this, aim in the middle of it, and then just right click, jump through a flash. And this will gonna smoke off left side and flash for you. So now you can push towards the A side. Last nades you have to know from mid are for this area, because if you want to split B from this side here through heaven, CTs that are playing angles like this can be really annoying because you now have to worry about two sides. To avoid that, you can have a look at this beam here and just throw a molly against it. Or if you don't have a molly, you can just walk and use the smoke instead. So now let's come towards the more popular side on this map, the A side. First smoke you have to know is this one, which will cancel any mollies that the CTs throw. And you can just use the flash like this and then jump up the sandbags. And usually you want to have a teammates running backwards like this, coming through the smoke. And now you have two positions where you can fight any CTs from. If you're standing on top of the sandbags and you're now slowing down a bit, you can help your teammates take short by just crouch here and then have a look at this part of the wall, do a left and right click molly, and then you aim a little bit towards the left of this pillar here, and then you go up with the new crosshair until you reach this point, so just like this, and then again left and right click, just release the flash. And this molly is going to force anyone to play in front of it or back off, and if they're playing in front of it, they will just eat this flash, and now your teammates can take shot very easily. If you have someone covering short and you want to take it yourself, you can just come against this part here on the wall, aim like this, release the molly, and then you can just throw a flash like this, and you can peek with it and pretty much do the same thing. And then you can just throw a flash like this and then just peek out, and this flash will blind anyone holding short from here. And obviously everyone that is in this area has to turn, which makes the fight way more easier. A small tip I want to add is if your teammates are rushing A and you want to help them, just come here and throw flashes like this. And this flash is way better than any flash that lands here, because if a CT is playing from here, he will not get blinded from flashes that land on the ground. But with this one, he can no longer play any of these angles, and your teammates have a much easier time running up the site. So if you find yourself on ramp and you now want to use utility to take over the A side, the easiest combo is this one, where you just have a look at this pillar, aim at the top, and then just aim at the top of this one. And this is going to be your most standard side smoke and a molly that covers heaven position. Another really cool smoke that you can use is this one, where you come against the second yellow pillar here, and then you just aim at the building like so, and then you can release the molly like this and flash like this. And this smoke is gonna land on top of the boxes like so, covering off headshot completely, and most importantly covering off heaven as well. So now all your teammates have to do is throw this smoke for the left side, and with the flash I just showed you, your teammates can peek this, and everyone that's standing in this area will get blinded by this flash. So if you want to take the A side more slowly, so you're slowly working up the ramp, and maybe you have someone slowly working the short area, let me show you the perfect nades for taking the side very easily every time. Again, we want to utilize this cool combination, but this time just from one player. All you have to do is get into this corner, have a look at the top right side of this building, count up 1 and 2 dots, go towards the left side, release the smoke, then aim like this, release the second smoke, and then you just look at the wall like this, and you throw 2 flashes like so. And these flashes will not blind your teammates running up the side, but again, they will blind anyone that is playing in this area. The last combo for taking A side I wanted to show you is this one, where you molly off the left side, you molly heaven and molly headshot. And this will allow you to push a little bit deeper into this area right here, which is usually not needed, but let's say if you're losing to retakes all the time, this might be a good option. For the connector smoke and the heaven molly, again, just come into this corner. For the smoke, aim like this, W jump throw. And for the molly, aim like this, again, W jump throw. And this is going to be your connector smoke and heaven molly. And now all your teammates have to do is throw a molly like this. The last tips I wanted to show you are for any after plan scenarios. So if you find yourself in a position like this and the CTs are trying to defuse now, you can just come into this corner, aim between those yellow poles, just run forward, release the molly. And this is gonna molly off the plant. And you can do the same from ramp, where you come just underneath the screw, aim like this, walk forward, simple jump throw, and this is going to molly off the plant as well. And if you're standing on top of the sandbags, you can just crouch against the screw again, have a look at this part of the crane, then just release a molly or even a nade. And again, this will deny any defuse. And the 2 last flashes I wanted to show you are this one, where you come against the sandbags, aim towards the right side of this like crane brick, go up until you reach this height, so just like this, and do a double click release. This flash is gonna blind like so, giving you the option to peek all of these angles. And for the CTs, it will look something like this, giving them very little time to react. And for the last flash, you don't need any lineups. It's just a tip for when you're playing in this general area here. Always remember to sometimes drop a flash into the smoke like so, because a lot of times when I'm checking demos, I see the CTs that are just about to retake the site, and then they just eat a flash and then they have to fall back. And now this gives you much more time to safely get through the plant and then just fall back into safe positions, which makes it way easier for you to win the round. So yeah, that's pretty much it, my friends. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you want to see next, and I hope I see you in my next video again. Bye bye.